Oh, welcome back everybody. Up next on the bench is the Moebius Adam West Batman model kit. I've had this for quite a while. Got it on sale quite a few years ago at $25 at the local hobby shop. So I'm going to start that next. Not too many parts, not too many colors, mostly gray and blue with a tint of purple. Do a bit of shading on it maybe, and looking forward to doing that. I have the Superman figure I did quite a while back also. So I'll be adding that to my collection, and so stay tuned for the updates on that. I'll try and do my best on this one. Should be fun to paint up. Just put it all together, probably have some seam work to do, and then prime it and paint it. So these are all the parts that come in the kit, except for a piece of string that goes on the batarang, and a set of decals and stickers. So everything's been washed up here and cleaned up and just waiting for it to dry, and then I'll begin the assembly process. So at the end of the first day I've got a lot of the assemblies done. I've got the arms and legs glued together and some seam work done on those. I've got it just mocked up here. I've glued the arms and legs to the body. The head and the cape and the face are just held in place, just sitting there mocked up. So now I'm a little bit more seam work to do on where the legs and arms attach, and then I'll begin the colors. Get the primer onto it and choose my colors. So I've begun the priming process. I've got the base done in black Rust-Oleum 2X primer and then a light coat of the gray primer. I've got his cape done in Rust-Oleum dark gray primer as well. I've got the figure done here in the Vallejo light gray primer, and I'm going to do some, I'll do his boots and gloves and waist in the Stynylrez dark gray primer and a bit of pre-shading, and then I'll pick the colors for his costume. I've used the Stynylrez dark gray primer on his boots, gloves and trunks here, and also a bit of pre-shading before I put the color paint on. I'm back again with another update and progress report on my Batman build here. I've got a lot of the painting done. As you saw previously, I had the base done in black Rust-Oleum primer and then a light coat of gray Rust-Oleum primer. I've gone over it with a black wash and some lighter gray on the highlights there to make it look like granite. I've got the Batman signed hand-painted black with the yellow. I need a few more coats of yellow on there just to seal it up. Got a little bit of flesh on his face there. I've got the head part here, the cowl, painted. I've got the face cover, the batarang, the ears in flat black and sealed with satin. Still have to do his face. And I've got the figure, the body here done. What I've airbrushed on some, what I've done is the Craftsmart gray, excuse my reach here, with a few drops of, two or three drops of the Craftsmart turquoise just to give it a bit of a bluish tint. I'm not sure if it's showing up here on the video. It does have a bluish tint here in real life. So I did that for his the main part of his suit, and then it's sealed with a flat mop and shine, flat finish. The dark blue part is a more satin finish, so I've done that here in the Folk Art ink spot, and I've added 2 or 3 drops of the Folk Art pure black to darken it up a little more. And it's kind of nice because and I brushed it on. I brushed 2 or 3 coats on, just figured to save time trying to tape it off and airbrush it. So that came out well, and the black sort of highlights a little darker in the folds there, so that came out nice. And the belt I just hand painted with the Craftsmart yellow half paint and glued the pieces on for that. The cape is over here in the paint booth. You reach it over here. It's the same. I've done that. I airbrushed that with the ink spot darkened with a little bit of black on both sides, about 3 or 4 good coats on that. And then the dark blue parts here have been sealed with Liquitex satin varnish. And again, the light blue, the cloth parts of his uniform have been sealed with mop and shine to give it a duller finish. So I just have to do his face now, A couple more coats of yellow on the sign, and final assembly. And I'm going to take a little bit of time with the face, try and get it as best as I can. So stay tuned. We're getting close to the finish here, and I'm liking the way it's going so far. It's turning out pretty well, I think.